guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Marie for short, Maribel for long. So today I wanted to just share a recipe that was shared with me, and it's actually an Indian recipe. I love food from different cultures, and I have a friend, she's actually a client of mine, and she's from India. So thank you, Safia, for this recipe. I hope I make you proud. But today I'm going to be making what's called the chicken Tikka Masala. And I love it so much that I just decided to ask her if she could give me the recipe so that I could make it and, to be able to share with everybody else the best way I can do it based on the recipe that she gave me. I'm going to try to do my best. So here it goes. So here are some of the ingredients that I'm about to use. These are amazing spices: salt, cilantro flakes, ginger powder, turmeric powder, cayenne pepper, cumin, the garam masala with the coriander seeds. I grinded it in a blender, paprika, and we're also going to use turmeric and pepper, and also ghee, which is like an oil that we're going to use a little later on. I will make sure to leave all of the ingredients at the very end. Let's get started. So I began to mix all of those amazing spices together and mix it in with the chicken breasts that I cut into cubes. So we're using chicken breasts cut into cubes, mixing in all of the ingredients to be able to marinate it and let it sit for at least an hour. Normally, it's suggested that after you marinate it with all of the ingredients that you leave it in the refrigerator for at least 24 hours. But who has that time today? Then I'm adding the yogurt. Plain yogurt is added into the mix, and you blend it really well, making sure that it's well seasoned with all of those spices. Once you know that it's all mixed well, we will make sure that we can put saran wrap over and refrigerate it. So now I've just warmed up a little bit of the vegetable oil, and I've let the chicken marinate in the sauce that we made earlier. So I let the oil heat up, and so now I'm going to add this chicken that I let marinate for an hour. I just didn't want anything popping on the oil. I remember one time I had a really bad experience, and I was about 13 years old, and I didn't know that it would, if you had a pan and you had oil seeping on the side of the pan and you put it next to the fire, that would be a cause of high flames, right? So it scared the living crap out of me when I was trying to cook and my parents were not home, and being 13 years of age, and I had some oil seeping from the side of the pot, and I put it on a flame, and all of a sudden the flames went up high. But the good thing about that situation is that it didn't cause a fire. kind of a lesson learned because I always make sure that I don't have any oil on the side of my pans. I'm very careful now these days. I'm going to actually add some tomatoes. I already chopped them up because I always like to have something fresh. I very rarely use things out of a can, but I was able to get some tomato sauce as well. So I have some of that and some onions that we will be adding on a little later on. And so we'll let this cook for a little bit and we'll come back. So the chicken is cooked and I'm gonna transfer that over into another container so that we can now make the sauce. What I'm going to do now, I'm not even going to rinse this out because I always like to use the same sauce. So we're going to turn this on. I'm gonna add a little bit of oil again and then we'll proceed to put in the onions. So I'm gonna add a little of the ghee. It's also like a butter, but I'm not going to try to give my description of it because it's like an oil that you can put into the pot. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Because now we're going to add the onions. I'm gonna add a lot of onions in here. Gonna let that simmer. I had already transferred the chicken. It smells so good. I transferred it into another container. And we're going to add that into the sauce that we're just getting ready to make right now. So we're gonna let the onions saute for about 10 minutes. By the way, welcome to my kitchen, guys. I have to dress up a little bit. I have on some shoes, which I usually don't do. I don't usually wear shoes in a house. I have a thing about, I don't know, treading into a house with shoes. I always say we come from the outside, you know, we step on things, you never know what it is. And for me, the house is like a sacred place. So I always like taking my shoes off when I'm at the door and then I put on my slippers. So anyway, this is being sauteed. And I'm also making some rice. So now I'm going to add the tomatoes that I chopped up already. And I'm also going to add the tomato sauce. I hope I didn't forget something, but anyway, here we go. We're going to let this simmer for a little bit. And then the next thing that we need to add is the heavy cream. I'm now going to add the chicken cubes. And actually this type of chicken, I'm sorry I didn't mention it earlier. These are chicken breasts that have been cut up into cubes. And with this, I'm going to now add the heavy cream. Oh gosh, this is looking so good. And I'm not going to actually use all of it. I'm eyeballing everything. Something my mother used to do as well. When I used to ask her, how many teaspoons do I have to put in of this and that? She couldn't tell me. She would say, I just eyeball it. I just know how much. So here we go. I'm going to let this simmer. And we'll come back later. So everything is ready. I'm turning the stove off. And wow, I don't think I did too bad. This is the chicken Tikka Masala. And mi arroz, my rice. So everything came out pretty good, but let's see how it tastes. Let's see what's happening over here. So I'm gonna pour some of the rice. Should I do that? I'm gonna use this one. Rice is in here in a bowl. Gosh, I wish I had a few of you guys here to taste and sample with me. It smells very good. I'm gonna pour some of this. Into my bowl with the rice. And I love gravy, so I'm going to pour some of this along here. Forgive me for my video footage, but I'm trying here, guys. I just want to show you how delicious something that I've never done before can turn out looking delicious. And that's my bowl of the chicken tikka masala with some white rice. Look at that. It smells delicious. I can't wait to bite in. So let's see. I know I'm supposed to be sitting down, but let's try. Not bad. Thank you, Safia, for your recipe. I love Indian food. And then Mom, I need her recipe so I can share with you from parts of my culture, the Garifuna Guatemalan culture, where we have a lot of amazing food, and I love to share it with you as well. Until another day, take care. Thank you for watching. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe below.